Hi everyone. In this video, I want to share with you how to take care of Ficus elastica or rubber plant based on my experience with this plant. The first and most important aspect to know about Ficus elastica is that this plant is not an indoor plant, but it can be grown indoor with the right conditions. Its original breed thrives under the scorching sun of tropical region, like in Malaysia. Let me show you. See this plant? It is thriving under the hot sun. There are two types of rubber plant that thrive well under the hot sun. First is this one, the original rubber plant, which is Robusto. And second is Burgundy. Those that do not do well under the direct sun are the hybrids or the variegated versions like this. The hybrids get leaf burn if placed under direct sunlight. However, I found in my experience the rubber plants that I rooted via air layering from an existing rubber plant that is thriving outdoor will always thrive outdoor under the sun. But if it is rooted via cutting in a shaded area, it will get sun shock when moved to direct sun and some of the leaves will get sunburn. But they will eventually recover and thrive under the direct sun as well. I think the reason why all rubber plants you get from nursery cannot do well under the direct sun is because they have been trained to grow under indirect sunlight for a very long time. Even though this plant can grow under low light areas, for it to thrive, it needs bright sunlight and the area must be high in humidity, like the wet tropical forest conditions. That is why your rubber plant at home will always try to bend and move towards the direction of sunlight. You need to place this plant in a bright and warm location but with good humidity. For the small plants which have been newly rooted either via cutting method or air layerings, the roots will be very fragile and still getting stronger. Therefore, you need to ensure the plant is being grown in a very loose and well-draining growing media. Water them only when the topsoil is dry. If the pot is sitting in a saucer, empty the excess water after watering the plant. Make sure the roots do not sit in the water. For the plants which have grown bigger and stronger and well rooted with strong roots, you can water this plant freely and thoroughly as long as the plant is growing in a well-draining soil. Make sure the water drains off completely within minutes and it is not retained at the bottom of the pot. If you are seeing leaves falling off the plant, it means either due to aging or you are overwatering or underwatering the plant. If one or two leaves falls off the plant occasionally, once a while, it is normal, meaning it is just letting go of the old leaves. So do not worry about this. However, if you see suddenly the plant is dropping off a lot of leaves, then this is something to be concerned about. If you are overwatering the plant, the leaves will become yellow, heavier and thick and will eventually turn brown and get rotten and fall off. The yellow will start from the middle of the leaf and take over the entire leaf and later will become brown. When you see this, you will need to reduce or change your watering frequency. To ensure the roots of the younger plants are not rotten, take them out from the pot and check to see if the roots are okay. If the edges of the roots have become rotten, cut the rotten roots off and repot them back in a new well-draining soil and water it and leave it until the topsoil dries out before the next watering. So, if the leaves are rotting, it is a sign of overwatering. If you are underwatering the plant, the leaves will become soft, droopy and eventually will dry and become brown and crispy and fall off. The brown will start from the edges of the leaf and move inward, taking over the entire leaf. This is a sign of underwatering. In this case, you just need to water the plant. The key point here is to water the plant when the topsoil is dry and the plant is growing in a well-draining growing media. And also, if there is low humidity, the tip of the leaf will begin to dry and yellow or brown spots will show up on the leaves. Now, as for fertilizer, I use dried rabbit manure mixed with compost once every 2 weeks. It's organic and natural, and the plants seem to love it. You can use the same method or you can use any organic fertilizer. If you keep doing this, within a year you will have a very strong and tall plant. This plant can grow very tall. You can control the growth by pruning it. You can try to propagate the cuttings of the prune stem, but it is a bit hard to grow this plant via cutting. If you want an additional plant, try air layering at the place you want to prune the plant. New shoots will come out once you cut off the air layered part. You will also have an additional plant. So the best way to prune this plant, in my opinion, is by air layering. But if you don't need that extra plant, you can just prune like normal. Now, as far as for pest, in my years of experience keeping this plant both indoor and outdoor, I have never seen any pest infesting this plant. This is one plant I dare to put beside any unhealthy plant or plants with pest issues. I think it is because of the sap inside this plant. I think the pests dislike it. However, if you do see any pest problem, follow the standard process of eliminating them. For example, if you find pests like scale, spider mites or mealybugs, you can easily remove them by spraying natural insecticides such as neem oil extract. If you want to know more about removing pests from your plants, watch my video on how to manage common plant pests. Keep the area where the plant is grown clean. Clean the leaves once a while by wiping the dust using clean cloths. By the way, the white sap or latex of this plant can cause eye and skin irritation, and it is toxic if taken internally. So ensure you grow this plant in such a way it won't be accidentally chewed by kids or your pets. The best is to place it out of reach from pets and kids. So what else? I think I have covered everything I know about taking care of this plant based on my knowledge and experience, and I hope it helps you. Do let me know if you have any question or if you think I have missed out on anything. So that's all for now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, have a great day, and goodbye.